He scores when he wants, he scores when he wants. Yo, what's going on, people? Welcome back to Football Therapy with me, your host Jan. I hope you're all doing well today. What a massive win! 3 points away in the London Stadium against West Ham in a London derby at the arse end of a Premier League season when we were level on points. Prior to this game, we had one win in 5 games away in that stadium. West Ham had the second best home record, well, they might still do have the second best home record in the Premier League behind Man City. We go there and take the fat W. Goal from Timo Werner, red card for Balbuena, we'll get into all of that. Probably should have been more, but we've got, we'll dissect all of it. Subscribe to this channel if you're new to Football Therapy and you enjoy daily Chelsea Football Club related content. Make sure that bell notifications icon is switched on if you want to show your happiness and kindness to me. Drop a like on this video as we get into today's match review. Like I said, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, this game couldn't be bigger. Who would think West Ham at the arse end of this season? But the thing is, David Moyes should probably win Manager of the Season. A lot of you, like Chelsea fans, would be like, Thomas Tuchel deserves a shout, or Guardiola, of course, even though he's got an amazing team. But the truth is, it's Manager of the entire season. David Moyes, what he's done with that West Ham team, from saving them from relegation to bringing them into the European places, probably a Europa League place, hopefully not a Champions League place. Like I said, second best home record in the league, and they've been incredible without Declan Rice, without Mikel Antonio, someone else that's important as well. Yeah, and Chelsea took the W, massive away win. We're going to look at the lineup, we're going to look at player performances, we're going to talk about the top 4 race. In fact, let's start by looking at the who scored match graphic. 3-4-3 from Thomas Tuchel, as you would expect. Edouard Mendy reintroduced in goal. Interestingly, a back three of the super reliable Thiago Silva in the middle, flanked by Christensen and Rudiger, with Cesar Azpilicueta at right wing back. Ooh, raised eyebrow. N'Golo Kante rejoins the midfield and partners Jorginho. The front three consists of Werner, Pulisic and the ever-present Mason Mount. Now, the first half, Chelsea control the game a lot. Chelsea look pretty good. Werner is running the show in many ways with Mason Mount, yet he's missing chances. Thiago Silva's looking very good, but ultimately we sort of fizzle out a little bit. And in fact, the end of the first half, West Ham are the better side. But Chelsea score a goal! And who is it but that man, Timo Werner? He scores when he likes. A superb goal, to be fair. He holds the ball up incredibly well, just sort of outside the 18-yard box, I think. Eventually gets played to Kante, it gets played to Ben Chilwell, who puts in a superb assist, an incisive ball that's cut back to Timo Werner, who opens his body up and finishes with it's a lovely finish. I was going to say finishes with confidence, which is weird to say, but it was a confident finish and he looked really good. He later missed an absolute whopping sitter to, play the classics of this season to make you think, oh yeah, it's him. But then nearly scores another superb goal later as well, ultimately having a good game. Ooh, spoiler for player performances. West Ham didn't play badly at all. They counted on Chelsea a lot. We played really well. They didn't play badly. We sort of kept them at bay. They had more corners than us and they had a threat at corners. They're a very big, large, strong team. Impressively, Thomas Tuchel saw us do a really good job on their main man, Jesse Lingard. He really didn't do much in this game at all. He took one shot that was wayward. So incredible work from Thomas Tuchel there. And I want to give him a shout out also for making the right tactical changes, good substitutions, in my opinion, and making the right substitutions at the right times to sort of break up the flow of games, showing a bit of nous there from Thomas Tuchel. Now, the red card challenge on Ben Chilwell, in my opinion, and in probably most football fan opinions, was harsh. Now, it was nasty. It was the studs down the sort of the back of the calf, side of the calf. But really, what is the defender to do there? Like, he's kicked the ball away, and as his foot's coming back down, it's sort of like just met Chilwell's calf. It's a horrible collision, it's a horrible contact. I don't think it's a travesty that it's given. You know, as when I was watching the VAR, I was like, yeah, you can see that being given, but it would probably be slightly unfair and very harsh. I've got to take the blinkers off, mate. It was harsh, but well, you know, he was sent off. I mean, maybe, I don't know if it'll be rescinded, because I don't think it was deliberate play, but it's dangerous play. And, you know, that's the way it goes. So they go down to 10 men and they have to see out the game, but they still come forward and attack Chelsea, and we do a few good moves. I think there's Kante breaks through, doesn't make the pass to Ziyech at the very, very end. Mason Mount does some excellent work to relieve pressure and go up the left-hand flank, plays in Tammy Abraham in the goal mouth. I mean, he just gets underneath it and can't head it down, but he's so desperate to impress Tammy Abraham, who got a chance and some minutes on the Tuchel, which is incredible, really. And he was probably the right kind of player to come on, a tall striker to relieve pressure and win aerial duels and get the team up the pitch. Anyway, perfect opportunity to talk about player performances. Right, Mendy in goal, pretty darn good, made a couple of saves. Was good at claiming, good at playing football with his feet. He even earned himself a good yellow card. Nice to see Kepa come back into the fold and perform well. I've done a video on how he could potentially become Chelsea's number one again. Go back and watch that if you're interested. But Edouard Mendy is number one currently and had a good game here. The back three, I think Silva was absolutely excellent, oozed class as the Rolls Royce of a centre half as he is, of a man of his experience. I also was very impressed with Andreas Christensen playing out wide, which we haven't really seen much of him doing, but I think he was very, very good, apart from his unnecessary professional foul. Very good from Christensen. Antonio Rudiger did frustrate me. He made so many wayward passes with his left foot, conceding possession, playing out of play. It's definitely not his best game, Antonio Rudiger, and certainly the worst out of the back three. Azpilicueta did worry me a little bit. He was getting roasted up and down the flank. I don't think the Azpi wing-back experiment worked. It looked like a more defensive move to protect us in transition, because West Ham are a transitional team, but I think it was overly cautious and he didn't offer too much, and I much prefer him as a centre half on that right flank. Chilwell, amazing assist, amazing offensive play, generally really worrying defending at times, some wayward passes, got roasted a couple of times, and usually he's better than that because he's a fullback, not a wing back generally, so usually he's better defensively. But ultimately he was, he made that goal with a great assist, so thumbs up. Jorginho didn't have his greatest game, was a little underwhelming for me, didn't relieve much play and didn't make too many inspirational passes. Kante was great though. Apart from when he broke through at the end, he does not have an offensive instinct at all. He just doesn't, even though I think he scored a few goals on the Sarri, but but that's not what he's there for. Excellent defensively. When it comes to the front three, Pulisic did some good dribbling in the first half. Generally, other than that, he was pretty quiet and didn't combine that well with the front three. Werner got a good goal. He nearly scored another great goal. He missed an absolute sitter, and generally he was pretty good. And Mason Mount was excellent. Start to finish in the 90th minute, the way he just doesn't make mistakes. He goes all around the pitch, he relieves pressure, he combines, he nearly scored a great long-range goal, forcing a save, takes corners. He's our player of the season, possibly my man of the match. Let me know yours. Anyway, let's move on and talk about the ramifications of this positive result. Of course, a massive 3 points. Top 4 is not secured by any stretch of the imagination, but Chelsea have got, they're in pole position now. The bookies will change the odds a lot and be like, oh, Chelsea now heavy favourites to achieve top 4, especially considering Liverpool dropped points to Newcastle. Boy, what a game that was. If Tottenham, if I was going to say Newcastle, if Tottenham, Liverpool and Everton sort of fizzle out and bubble underneath, I think Chelsea can hopefully pull away from West Ham and secure top 4, which would be massive, of course. I think they can do it. West Ham obviously will get Declan Rice back relatively soon, which would be massive for them. They do have a good home record. Chelsea do have the tendency to slip up every now and again. It's just this residual negative thing in our DNA that we really need to shake out of the club. But and obviously we've got distractions as well. We've got an FA Cup final. We've got 2 games against Real Madrid. There's a lot going on there. But, you know, I think if it wasn't for all this Super League nonsense, we probably would have played better against Brighton. It was distracting for all the players. So maybe we're 2 points down where we should be anyway. And had we got those extra 2 points, we'd be golden. Anyway, let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. I want to see all your opinions down there. Drop a like if you enjoy my content. Subscribe if you're new, my friends. Namaste. Enjoy the football and I'll see you later.
You ain't so tough with that bad boy tuck. I'ma get it how I'm living, I'ma walk the walk. Outline my lines, I rap through thought. Body bag the verse, outlined in chalk. In my life seen trouble, hustle on the double. Silence on the trigger like my pick got a muzzle. Yo chick like to guzzle, bad boy stay in trouble. I only love this paper, sorry I don't. I laugh me baby.